All right, so we're here with George Maile. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I always have to double check. George Maile, Utah State offensive lineman. I got to lead with this because you got Bo. He's your brother, right?
Yes, older brother.
Yeah, older brother. So what's like? Because you guys played in high school. I guess
High
how much
school.
did you overlap in high school? At Bingham, right?
Yeah.
How much did you overlap in terms of playing with him?
So when we first got to Bingham, we were on the freshman team and we were both on offensive line. He was right guard and I was right tackle. But when we got to varsity, he moved to D line and I stayed on O line.
Okay, so what's it been like playing with him throughout your career? High school, college. It was just last year because you were at Baylor first, right? Or no?
I was at Baylor for 2 years and I got here last year.
Okay, yeah. I was almost confusing you because there was Trey and Teague Anderson, and
Yeah.
because they had a similar thing where one of them went off to a different school and then came to Utah State. But what's that been like? Having a chance last year to come back and play college with him. What was that like for you and Bo?
I would say it was a good experience for me, just having that brother around to lead me and in football and in school and just through life, having that older brother.
How often have you guys gone against each other in drills?
We go each other against it. It makes the practices way intense.
Does everyone get really psyched up for when you guys go against each other? Everyone like crowds around. All right, it's time for George and Bo.
Yeah, it gets intense. I always, especially when it's him, I see him against the Lions. I'm like, all right, I gotta give him a hard just because when we get home, because we live together, when we get home, then we have something to talk about.
Yeah. So who wins most of the time?
Me. No, it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. Still have a good play. I'll have a good play, and we just start talking on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good for practice because it brings intensity.
Yeah. You ever smack talk each other a little bit?
Yeah, all the time. Mandatory.
But I guess one thing maybe related to that is what brought you to Utah State. So obviously you went to Baylor first. Did you come back to Utah State largely because of Bo, or are there other factors that brought you in and being on the team with your brother was just
I'd say it played a huge factor in me coming here, having my older brother here, but just being from Utah, just knowing what this program is about, having the opportunity to play football and get my degree. A lot of factors played into it, so yeah.
And I guess staying here as well, because like every year, every team has to choose the team they're on or maybe choose to leave. You chose to stay, obviously. Was it kind of a similar thing of, you mentioned, being in Utah with Bo? Was it kind of those same factors that kept you here after that initial year?
Yeah, I have unfinished business out here in Logan. I want to win the Mountain West with my team, and I just want to have one more opportunity to play with my brother too. So those are really the reasons why.
So you got to play a lot last year. I think you appeared in just about every game, and then towards the end of the year, you were beginning to start a bit more often. You started a couple of games, I think. Played about 350 snaps.
Yes.
I guess what was that progression like for you, getting in and playing a lot more with this team and being able to make an impact on the field? How was that for you?
It was good for me, just getting those reps in and showing what I can do for the team, and then getting those film for next year, showing these coaches that I can be a starter here.
So obviously at least the like week one or early season starters, all those guys are gone. You're not returning a single starter from last year, save for the ones you started. But there's some experience because you played a lot last year. You'd sub in pretty regularly. You also had Tavo, who I think missed the entire year, but he started like the year before that. He was like a redshirt freshman, I think. Then you've got Trey, who I think played some tackle. I think he was a bit of a swing tackle. Or maybe I forget which tackle he subbed in at, but I guess you have some experience. Like you say, you lost 5, starters, but there is some experience on this offensive line. Do you feel like you guys have enough experience to be able to step in and play right away?
Yes, our offensive line has a lot of experience. Spring, and we got a lot of new guys coming in. Guys like Jake Eichhorn and Jimmy Liston, great players for a great addition to our offense. So it's going to be good for UTEP week 1.
What's the most important thing for you in the offensive line to be developing right now? What's the biggest thing for you guys?
I would say just mastering the basics. Just coming every day with the attitude to get better, great attitude to get better. That would be it for sure.
So you've got Bryson Barnes, and you obviously had a chance to block for him last year. there's kind of a stereotype that running quarterbacks, or at least quarterbacks that can run, I don't want to brand Bryson as just a runner, but there's a stereotype that they're hard to block for because you don't know what they're doing behind you. Is that true to a degree, or is there kind of more to it?
I would say it wouldn't be true because I would say having a running quarterback creates a dual threat for the defense. He can pass and he can run the ball and extend plays. It makes it easier for us, for our offensive line.
Do you see defensive ends be a little more hesitant when they're, or I see you're facing defensive tackles more? Are they kind of more hesitant when they're pass rushing because they know if they go one way, quarterback might go the other way? Have you kind of seen that out of defensive linemen?
Not I haven't really seen that any time I've pass blocked the defensive tackle, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering. That's just a thought. So, but obviously, I'll end with this question: fans are not going to get to see this team a whole lot during fall camp, just because they're not going to have open practices. They're not going to have the same fall scrimmages. So, with the fans not being able to see the team, what do you want them to know about these guys? Because I mean, they might know because they got to see you play, but what do they need to know about you and the rest of the team that are newcomers that they won't quite get to see until late August?
I would say the Herd, Aggie Nation, they're in good hands. We got a way stronger team this year, and we got a lot to prove this year. And I can't wait for the season.
All right. Thank you very much. It's George Maile.